Passionate about music.
Please welcome to Gaydar now, special guest Ronan Keating.
Hey, good morning. How's it going?
He's beautiful and he's Irish.
Look at this: 13 million albums sold with Boyzone, 10 million solo albums sold, 68 million YouTube hits, nearly £4 million raised in your role as ambassador of Cancer Research UK, and now back with a new album, Fires, which you say has taken 12 years in the making. Why is that, Ronan?
I guess, you're always in search of the best album that you could ever make, and I feel after the amount of albums that I've made that this is the one I'm most proud of. This is the one I really feel is I've given my heart and soul to, and it's a proper pop record, true to my roots.
What kind of things can we expect from it?
Well, I mean, the first single, Fires, is an anthemic pop tune, and then other tracks on the album. There's a track called Lullaby, and I've got a guest rapper on it. There's a dance track on the album called Oxygen.
Oh, we like a bit of dance here at Gaydar.
My nipples came out then. You mentioned dance.
Oh, there you go. Well, it's all new for me, but in a way, I just, I approached this record thinking, right, I want to get back on radio. I want to make a current record. I listened to everything else that was going on. I even listened to my kids and what they were listening to, and I asked them, and this felt like the right record. This was a natural record, to me, the natural way to go.
So what kind of stuff have you been listening to that has turned you on?
Get a room, you two. Seriously.
Let me see I'm listening to everything on the radio right now. Everything from, Bruno Mars to, The Script. Whatever's going on the radio. It's great. But personally, I listen to John Mayer, Ray LaMontagne. I kind of like the singer-songwriter kind of stuff.
I've been asked by Mariella, who works here at Gaydar Towers, how are you finding Australia? Because she's very worried. She's Australian and she knows that you've been down there quite a lot.
I do love it.
You do, because you're a judge now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a judge on the Australian X Factor, which I love. I'm down there September, October, November.
Was that something you came through choice with Australia, or did Australia come to you? Because it's quite an exciting place to go visit, isn't it?
Yeah, I've always had a great career down there. I've been really lucky. So, Simon asked me, would I join the panel? And I said, yeah, absolutely, 100%. It was it felt fantastic. It felt like a good move for me, and it's worked out great.
Are they as nosy about private lives in Australia as the British press seem to be?
Not as intense. There's still paparazzi, there's still, tabloids and so on, but nowhere near like here. Total other world.
Is Australian X Factor very different from the one in the UK?
No, it's exactly the same format. 4 judges on the panel. Mel B is on the panel with me, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she, she did the X Factor, the UK live show, or the audition show last Saturday.
Yeah, she was brilliant.
And she's a harsh judge, but she's fantastic.
She speaks as she finds, doesn't she?
Yeah, very much so. She's, she says it as she sees it, which is sometimes just like, oh, you can't say that, Mel.
You're nice, Spice, aren't you,
I'm
Ronan?
nicer.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm that nice. I'm honest too. I would tell people as it is, but sometimes she uses words that I would never use.
That's Mel B for you.
That's Mel.
The new season of X Factor was back this Saturday in the UK, but the viewing figures for the launch show were lower than last year. Do you think the public are becoming a bit bored with the format?
Are they coming on board? No, I don't think that. It was still over 10 million viewers, which is, pretty impressive. They were maxed at 17 million, when they were at their peak a couple of years ago. I don't think it, obviously less people are watching. The show is still a massive show. That's nothing to be sneezed at, 10 million viewers. Maybe after 8 years of X Factor and Idol before that, maybe, people are, taking it in their stride a little more and they're not as excited in the early shows as before. But definitely, I think it gets better as it goes on.
They need some nudity on it. I'm saying that because I'm staring at you nude at the moment,
I can't
Ronan.
believe you're looking at me nude.
Look at that. Nothing but a pint of Guinness. Nothing but a pint of Guinness.
Oh, I know that picture.
Yeah. It's the very cleverly titled When You Wear Nothing at All.
I like that. Very good.
And this is in Cosmo, quote unquote. No one but my wife has ever seen me naked. Is that still true? What about... well, this is...
I don't know how to answer that anymore.
Well, we're looking at that, and we've put the poster around Gaydar Towers. How do you deal with your gay fans? Because obviously Stephen had a huge gay following, and you still have a huge gay following with the band. How do you cope with all the gay sort of fans coming after you?
No, look, it's whoever's into my records and into my music, fantastic. It's all great for me. I'm very open to all walks of life. Whoever wants to listen to my music, it's fantastic. And yes, my gay following, it's very important. We always, Boyzone, every time we brought out an album and solo as well, we always made a point of doing the GAY show in London, which is it's a massive show, and all the big pop acts get to do it, and it's very important.
When you guys became famous, you were relatively young, weren't you?
Yeah, I was 16 when I started.
Were you very aware what being gay meant at that stage, and how did being a friend of Stephen's help you in understanding what it means to be gay?
I guess at 16 I was very naive. I was only a baby, really, but we knew early on in the band that Stephen was gay, and being probably my best friend, I very much embraced that and start to understand it a lot more, and became far more open to to that. I saw him go through, the pain and the hurt, and the fear and the anxiety that he went through when the news came out. It was so scary for him, and all we could do was be there for him and be the be the best friends that we could be for him, be the shoulders that he needed to lean on, and the strength that he had, and the way that the fans reacted to that was so inspirational and so fantastic that I was so proud of him. We all were. But yeah, Steel, he was my best friend. He was my best friend, and I loved him so much. I still miss him every day.
Was there any fear at the time when it was also potentially about to come out in the press about his sexuality, that it could be the end of Boyzone?
He was afraid, definitely.
Oh, God.
Steel was definitely worried about that. He was worried about the fans' reaction. But it was very, very quickly seen that the fans did not think that way in any way, and the support that he got was just overwhelming. It was so impressive and so honourable. Thank God for Steel, because that would have really truly crushed him if anything like that had happened, but it didn't in any way.
Ronan Keating is our special guest on Gaydar today. Do you prefer being a part of a band, or do you enjoy more being a solo artist?
It's funny, I didn't realise how much I missed the boys until I was back with the band in 2007. So I to answer that question, it's tough.
Yeah.
I love being a solo artist. I do. I love going out and doing it on my own. But I miss the guys so much. I love the little bubble that we have when we're together. So, on equal measure, I think I like them both.
Oh, thank you very much for answering that one, Ronan.
Yeah, well, there you go. As best I could. Sorry.
You're going to do a reunion, aren't you, for the 20th anniversary?
Yeah, we're 20 years next year.
How is that possible?
Tell me about it. How do you think I feel? My
come
God.
and do the Gaydar age. You're 5 years old. The band are 5 years old.
Oh God, if only we were 5 years old. That would mean I'm only 20.
Well, yes, exactly.
Yeah, lovely.
When you watch Notting Hill, do you turn your song up?
No, you know what? I haven't seen that movie in so long. My kids love that film. They love watching it. I haven't seen it in ages, and I need to watch it again because it's such a great film. I do remember being at the premiere and sitting beside Rowan Atkinson, and I remember him nudging me when my song came on, and he said, "There you go, mate." And I just remember that was such a great moment for me. It was brilliant. It was a big moment.
When's the new album out?
New album's out September 3rd. Fires.
Okay, and you obviously, presumably, we've watched the video. It's a very sharp video. You're very involved in that sort of creative process as well.
Yes, yeah. Phil Griffin and Phil directed the video, and he's a very close friend of mine, and we worked closely on this. It was an important video for me, visually, coming back, after 6 years without a music video. So it was very important that we approached this properly, and yeah, I think we got it right. This was exactly what we wanted to do, and I think we got it right. It's quite a dark video.
Yes,
it is. And I honestly, when I was making the film, when we were making the video, from that first scene, which is me sitting on the floor in the kind of black outfit in the white room, I just went to a very strange place in my head. It's funny how the music it can just take you there sometimes, and the cameras just kept rolling, and off it went, and it was a great day. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
But listen, it's really fantastic to talk to you. Thank you so much. You got one more question?
No, I just like the way you put that glove on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I got quite turned on by that, Ronan. I'm sorry to share that with you.
Yeah, I mean it's 50-50. Some people are like, "What are you doing?"
Oh
in
yeah,
gloves?
No, we love the glove. We love the glove, the leather
symbolism.
glove.
Yeah, we love the bit of symbolism. Ronan Keating, thanks so much for talking to Gaydar.
Neil, Debbie, thank you very much. Good to talk to you guys.
Passionate about music.